Welcome back again, everyone. It's great to see you, and I hope that you are subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you chat with me on the channel, as you can do on the sidebar, I might give you the possibility of winning a free disc, or a download at least. We're here again at the Chocolate Sanctuary, and this is another song that I heard on an Oleta Adams CD. I need to say at this point in time that I'm super impressed by Oleta's ability to tell a story. As I mentioned with Bette Midler, I'm attracted to those kind of singers. There are voices that are incredibly beautiful and melodic and that a lot of people like. I won't mention any of them because that's not the purpose of this, but Oleta has a very distinctive sound that comes from deep within her. And as a person who walks this path of the soul and who listened to the voice of God when it came to doing this CD, Voice of Love, I'm super attracted to that kind of singing. I Just Had to Hear Your Voice is a song that for me has to do with one of my children. As I tell this story, I will tell you that the relationship that I have with my oldest is quite a bit different than it was when I first thought about putting the song on the disc. But the first few times I sang it, and Kelly can probably remember when we recorded it, it was hard. I choked up. The song talks about two people who are obviously in love. Now, my son and I wouldn't be in love with each other, but it's about love still. But two people who are in love with each other, and one of them is confessing that even though the other person in the picture has said, you need to back off, you need to leave me alone, you need to not call me, you need to not text me, I don't want to get an email from you. We're not going to get together. I need a break. Just back off. And the person who's singing the song, you can hear the backstory in the lyric, has at one point in time agreed to do all that. The song is a declaration of that person's inability to follow through. There's apologies, and the basic tenor of the lyric is, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't get through another moment without hearing your voice, and so they call them on the telephone. And even if they just get the answering machine, they need to hear the voice of their beloved. So with my oldest, with Nicholas, there have been some times when he needed space, and he didn't ask for it, he just took it. And I'm really close to him. I think he would admit that we're very close, and we enjoy being together. We're attached at the hip emotionally. He's my firstborn. And I had a really hard time in those moments realizing that I couldn't get to him. I couldn't hear his voice. I couldn't be calmed by the fact that we could just have a conversation. And I think that he was gracious enough to me that he didn't say it out loud, back off, leave me alone, just go away. He needed to be out of the picture. So when I sing this song, I think of all of us who have had relationships like that. And I know that Oleta has, because of so much of her other writing about relationships. You can tell that she's been around the love block several times along the way in relationships before she got married. And that she understands that moment in time when you reach out and you just say, I'm sorry. I just had to hear you. I had to hear you say hello. I had to hear you say it's going to be okay, that we're still together, that we're one. It's a great, great, great lyric, poignant and intimate. And music, again, as we've shared previously in some of the informances, has the power to not only provoke and heal, but exhort and teach in a relationship. And this song does that. Enjoy this. I Just Had to Hear Your Voice.
I know you thought it best that we spend a little time apart, but one night without you was too much for my heart. I know I promised not to call. Sorry, but I didn't have a choice. I just had to hear your voice. had to know that you're okay. I couldn't get to sleep this way. Please don't be mad at me, 'cause I really did the best I could. Not to dial your number, but it didn't do much good. Hung up the phone so many times till I didn't have a choice. I just had to hear your voice. I had to know that you're okay. I couldn't get to sleep this way, but I had to hear you say hello. I had to, because I love you so. I know that you thought it best that we spend a little time apart, but I just had to hear your voice, though I know it wasn't right. I just had to hear